Alright, so today is the first day that we've had this year that it's over 50 degrees. And we are loving life. Feels so good, the sun's out, all the animals are happy. And I think today we're gonna go over all of the things that we've done in the past few years, all the animals we've got, all the buildings we've built, kind of share with you a tour of our farm. I guess we'll start with Sam and see what he's up to right now. Hi, Sam.
Hi.
What are you up to?
I don't know. Trying to figure out how to level this thing.
So during the fall, we got 4 goats, and we didn't have a barn for them. So we bought this shed and converted it into a goat barn. And the goats were in there pretty much all winter while we built our big barn. And the goats are now moved into the big barn. And we're currently converting this into a farm stand. It needs a lot of work. It was up way over the hill. It was like way up over there. And we dragged it down this winter and put it right here. So it still has all the goat stuff in it. It still looks like a barn inside. But the first step is to get it leveled and ready to start working on the inside of it. It's been about a week since we moved these little chicks into this new coop. And they're doing so well. They've already grown a lot. We were worried that it was going to be too cold in here for them, but they are thriving. We also have 13 laying hens and 1 rooster. They will be 1 year old in May. This is their chicken coop that we built for them. It's just a simple little chicken coop with an automatic door and a few nest boxes. And yeah, it's a nice little palace. We have 1 rabbit that lives out with them. Her name is Penelope. You can see her through there. She likes hanging out with them. And yeah, that's the chicken coop. And right outside of the chicken coop, we have one of our gardens. We call this the downstairs garden. It's where I grow all of the squash, the garlic, the asparagus, and corn.
Right, this is our litter from Henrietta. They're about a week old now. We're just counting them for the first time. You'll notice that they're up in the cage now. We had a bit of a situation last week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, there's a lot of different colors there.
Yeah.
Oh, she's not happy. Okay, Henrietta, we'll leave you alone. It's nice and warm out today. So we
should
moved.
Put them back though, right?
I think it's plenty warm. They're all up on the surface. I think they're too hot. So their eyes should be opening any day now. Their eyes usually open around 10 days old. And that's when we'll start seeing them hop around. And so next door is Zoe. And unfortunately, we had a huge rainstorm and ice melt. And the kindling totes, you can come around here. Overnight, this one filled up with water, and unfortunately we lost her whole litter. So that's our first time we've ever lost a whole litter of rabbits. So 8 babies gone. Feel really bad, but stuff happens. And we have 8 healthy babies here, and more pregnant rabbits on the way. So plowing ahead. All right, so last week's video, you guys saw us moving out the old chicks, cleaning this out, making fresh bedding. This is our brooder for baby chicks in the winter, but we got some bad news. We were supposed to receive our first round of meat birds, broiler chickens, this week, but we just got an email from the hatchery saying that they don't have any birds. Obviously, the whole world is having shortages because of the bird flu and, you know, all of that stuff. So unfortunately, our first round of 75 meat birds is not coming in. We have about 5 more orders placed throughout the year, so hopefully we'll we'll get some birds, but I'm not banking on it at this point. I'm really just grateful that we got our laying hens, or at least our first round of laying hens. So the future's uncertain on the chicken front, unfortunately, but that's all right. We'll pivot. We'll keep focusing on rabbits. We raise the rabbits for meat. It's a white meat just like chicken. Tastes just like it. It's great. We like it. And who knows? We don't sell a ton of it. There's people that buy it, but maybe demand for it will go up as an alternative to chicken this year with all the shortages. So maybe people will be more interested. We love doing it. So yeah, so we're gonna take this all down, and luckily we'll have our storage room back. So I guess it's a blessing in disguise.
So up and around the back side of our house, we have what we call our upstairs garden. It has some raised beds and some in-ground beds. That's where I grow the bulk of our food for the year. We'll have lots of videos on that in the future. And up there is our barn. So we'll go up there and show you what's going on.
Okay, so we're in our new barn that we just built this winter. And I'm currently cleaning out her pen here. So she is our new sow. Her name is Bubbles. For the last 2 years, we've been raising pigs that we bought just as piglets. But we decided that, you know, we wanted to keep a permanent pig. She's currently pregnant, so she'll be having piglets in a few weeks, April, mid-April, late April. So yeah, we're just working out the kinks of having a sow of our own. If you come over here, you can see her bedding here is really wet. So we went with a watering system like this, 55-gallon drum with a nipple on it, which is great. However, she built her bedding up really high, and it came up over this, and pushed the nipple and dumped about 50 gallons of water in here. So we're working out those kinks, cleaning this all out because it's soaking wet right now. So we'll give her some fresh bedding. We put this up on blocks, so it shouldn't happen again. But she is a really good pig. If you see right here, she poops and pees in the same spot always, right in the corner here, right at the door. So ideally, once we get this squared away, we won't have to clean this out often because she uses the bathroom right here at the door. We scoop that out every day. And yeah, learning the way of pig. They're pretty destructive. Very good.
Bubbles, what are you doing?
Very good.
You feel good, Bubbles. The goats are jealous. These are our Nubian dairy goats. So we got these goats last fall. They're Nubian dairy goats. This is Taboo. She was actually in milk when we got her, and we got to make cheese and soap and all kinds of fun products with them. The rest of our goats are pregnant, including her. And we will have them all in milk this coming spring, so we're really excited to make more products with them. They're really great animals to have. They're super silly and fun, and we just love them. So these are our 6 market pigs. They're going to be 6 months old in 2 weeks, and that's when they're going to go off to the butcher. We have 4 of them sold, and 2 of them we're going to keep, 1 for ourselves and 1 for our farm stand once that opens up. You can see here we have our trailer backed up into their pen. And we do that a few weeks beforehand so that they can get used to it. They kind of see it as their house. They're comfortable in it. So then when the day of the butcher comes, first thing in the morning, we just close them into it, and they're easy to wrangle that way because they are wiggly little piggies, and they're really, really hard to wrangle. Their pen was over next door, but we moved them into here because we want to clear out these woods. So we're going to give them 2 weeks to kind of clear out this section of woods and do their damage. And it was really hard to get them in here. They were running all over the house. You know, they don't go too far, but they just don't want to do whatever you want them to do. They do the opposite. See, this one's laying on me. So yeah, they're really silly. They're goofy. One of them was like running up the hill into the neighbor's yard, and we had to wrangle them back. So it's good to just have everything settled in before, you know, the big day of the butcher, so we don't have to worry about it when the time comes. And behind me, you see the barn that we built this past winter. It's our pride and joy, and we really, really needed a barn, as you can tell, since we have so many animals. It's still not quite done, but it's just about there. And yeah, we love it. So I think that just about wraps up our farm tour. We'll probably do more in-depth videos in the future about all of these things that you've seen. So yeah, until next time, goodbye.